can see I am back with my another live, and this is our this live is about our project RLS trading competition. Claim up to 260 USDT airdrops per user. Gate has now launched the RLS trading challenge. New user can enjoy a welcome airdrop, and all participants in the trading challenge can claim an airdrop of up to 260 USDT per person. Rewards are limited distributed on a first come first served basis until all are claimed. Event period December 2, 2025 6 UTC to December 12, 2025 16 UTC. How to participate? Step 1. Log in and click the participate now button, which is considered successful registration for this event. Step 2. Complete the new user special new user debate claim an exclusive 5 USDT airdrop during the event. Newly registered users who complete their first spot trade selecting the RLS or USDT spot trading pair with the first spot trading volume reaching 50 USDT will receive an RLS airdrop reward equivalent to 5 USDT. The number of rewards will is limited to 1000 and available while supplies last. And task 1, complete deposit, claim up to 50 USDT airdrop per user. During the event, user who complete a net deposit of any currency totaling 100 USDT must be maintained for at least 24 hours will receive an RLS airdrop equivalent to 2 USDT. This reward is limited to the first 500 participants. If a user completes an RLS net deposit of 100 tokens with no withdrawals during the event, they will receive an USDT airdrop equivalent to 4 USDT, also limited to the first 500 participant. After the event, an additional ranking will be conducted based on the total net deposit amount of any currency during the event period. The top 100 users will share an additional 5000 USDT prize pool with a maximum of an RLS airdrop equivalent to 50 USDT per user. Task 2, first spot trade, claim 5 USDT airdrop. During the event, users who make their first spot trade since registration selecting the RLS USDT spot trading pair are considered successfully participating. When the first spot trading volume reaches 100 USDT, they will receive an RLS airdrop equivalent to 5 USDT. Task 3. First future trade claim 10 USDT airdrop. During the event, users who make their first future trade of any currency since registration are considered successfully participating. When the first future trading volume reaches 1000 USDT, they will receive an RLS airdrop equivalent to 10 USDT. The number of reward is limited to 1000 and available while supplies last. Task 4. Spot trading check-in. Claim up to 70 USDT reward per user during the event. Users who complete RLS or USDT spot trading daily and achieve a single day trading volume of 500 USDT are considered successful check-ins and will receive an RLS airdrop equivalent to 7 USDT. Users who achieve a continuous spot trading check-in of 10 days or more will receive an additional RLS airdrop reward equivalent to 70 USDT. The number of reward is limited to 500 and available while supplies last. The daily check-in time starts at 12 UTC. Task 5. Future trading check-in claim up to 120 USDT reward per user. During the event, users who complete futures trading of any cryptocurrency daily and achieve a single day trading volume accessing 5000 USDT are considered successful check-ins and will receive an RLS airdrop equivalent to 12 USDT. Users who achieve a continuous future trading check-in of 10 days or more will receive an additional RLS airdrop reward equivalent to 120 USDT. The number of rewards is limited to 500 and available. The number of reward is limited to 500 and available while supplies last. The daily check-in time start to 0 UTC and task 6. Invite friends, earn up to 500 USDT mystery box reward. Unlimited invitation real-time trading, earn up to 20% futures commission rebate when the invited person complete their first futures trade during the event. And the future trading volume is less than 5000 USDT, they can win a mystery box reward of up to 500 USDT. The number of rewards is limited to 200 and available while supplies last. Gate Vault, protect your assets starting with Gate Vault. offering a brand new MPC security protecting system. And note, participant must click the Participate Now button on the activity page to complete registration and must complete identity verification to receive reward. Trading volume, buy volume plus sale volume, net deposit volume is equal to total deposit amount during the event. Total withdrawal amount during the event. Deposits are limited to on-chain deposits, P2P and fiat currency deposits. Internal transfers are not included. And number 3, the total prize pool for this event is limited. Rewards will be distributed in the form of RLS and USDT tokens. All rewards will be issued to user accounts within 14 working days after the event ends. The newbie exclusive benefit and task 2 reward cannot be claimed repeatedly. If a user participates in another similar type of event on Gate simultaneously, they will only receive the reward from one event. Invitation where the inviter and the invite share the same IP address as the inviter's account are invalid. Any user attempting self invitation through multiple accounts is not allowed. Once verified, all rewards will be cancelled. Any fraudulent action, including bulk account registration, malicious trading, self trading, and coordinated trading, are strictly prohibited. Multiple accounts with the same identity information will be considered as the same account. Sub accounts are not eligible to participate in the event. This event is not open to market makers, enterprises, institutions, and affiliate accounts. In case of any discrepancies between the translated version and the original English version, the English version shall prevail. Gate reserves the final interpretation rights of this event. Users in the UK and other restricted regions may not have access to some or all services participating in this event, games, or competition. For details on restricted regions, please refer to the user agreement. Risk warning: cryptocurrency trading is affected by many factors such as market fluctuation and policies. The market fluctuates greatly and it is difficult to predict. Please be aware of the risks and trade with caution. For more details, please refer to the future guide. And here, this is all about Gateway to Crypto. And here is the RLS token. Rails is blockchain ecosystem designed to connect traditional finance and DeFi in a compliant, scalable, and privacy preserving way. Its purpose is to let banks and regulated institutions issue and settle digital assets securely while enabling DeFi builders and crypto users to access institution grade liquidity, stable infrastructure, and trusted assets Rails combines a high performance public EVM layer 1 with independently run private chain, allowing institutions meet regularly obligation while still interacting with open markets with detectable fees, quantum secure privacy, and interop design. Rails aim to unlock global tokenism and create a unified environment where institution and DeFi user can contract with confidence. RLS ranking Nong 684, market capture 35.16 million USDT. Release date 30/11/2025. Total supply 10.00 billion RLS. And here is the chart of this RLS token. And this is the website of RLS, the blockchain for banks built for bring 100 USDT trillion liquidity and 6 billion bank customer on chain. Rails is a scalable private and public blockchain and financial institution and individual with native compliance, governance, controls, and quantum safe privacy preservation. Rails, light paper, and united trade trade DeFi economy. Real world assets driving institutional growth into DeFi. And liquidity on chain, New Zealand, Brazil's largest payment financial market infrastructure FMI supporting over 150 financial institutions. It is turning commercial receivables into digital assets, unlocking new yield opportunities while meeting strict regulatory standards. And Bronzy27, it's not a market analysis. Thank you for your comment. And privacy, identity, and composability in tokenized fund. Project Epic Kinex by JP Morgan report validated Rails proof of concept in fund tokenization, enabling privacy focused transition, automating AML or KYC process, and providing a flexible infrastructure for evolving financial application. And scalability and privacy in CBDC transition, Brazil's central bank selected Rails privacy solution for the DREX pilot, setting the stage for a fully integrated, complete, and scalable ecosystem. Together, we are reshaping payments with tokenized deposits, CBDCs, and DVP settlements, and seamless global transition. Rails pioneering solution showcased at the prestigious G20 TED Sprint is redefining global payment by integrating CBDs, tokenized deposits, and digital asset, unlocking limitless financial opportunities worldwide. And completely translate between private and public blockchain with privacy at scale and with low risk, connecting DeFi innovation to bank liquidity rails, bring together world-class partner and cutting-edge technology to ensure complete scalability and limitless possibilities for your business. Discover the global network of partners, the apps, validator and builders. So latest insights. Rails, the methodology behind the RLS allocation for season 2 of the Rails Community Reward Program by Alex Jupiter, product lead. And here exploring the future wholesale settlement rails at the Bank of England and Beach London Center DLT Innovative Challenge. The methodology behind the RLS allocation for season 2 and the Rails Community Reward Program December 1, 2025, building a better connected financial ecosystem, unifying the best, the traditional and decentralized financial world, creating a secure, innovation and accessible future for all. Okay. And here is the Rails light paper, a united TradFi economy. Rails is a blockchain for bank and financial institution built to unite traditional finance and DeFi. Our mission bring 100 USDT in liquidity and 6 billion user on-chain at the heart of this new economy is RLS, the native token that powers Rails ecosystem of public and private chain. Together with USDR, our dollar-based stable gas fee token, Rails deliver a secure, predictable, and scalable financial infrastructure for institutions and builders worldwide. And Redify meets DeFi, liquidity meets innovation, value flows both ways. And a warm introduction to Rails. What is Rails? Rails is an EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine blockchain system built to unite traditional finance, TradFi, and decentralized finance, DeFi, bringing 100 USDT of TradFi liquidity and the 6 billion banked population into DeFi. And visitor 61 Kaya 07 Miskin 2005, welcome here and how are you all? And Gajik Sul and Prophet Queen, welcome here, how are you? And the name of Rails deserves from the words rail as in railway, often used in financial lingo, financial rails, and ray as in ray of light, the first object in the universe. And but why do you need Tradify and DeFi? So today Tradify and DeFi are two separate and extremely valuable ecosystem, each with its own advantages and disadvantages, but currently there is no clear path to unite the two. Traditional finance is a very of ecosystem, global institution that employ millions of people and that operate Under strict rules and regulation, this industry has been evolving for hundreds of years and is the backbone of the modern world. However, it is also known for being slow to innovate, inefficient, and difficult to interpret cross border. Decentralized finance, on the other hand, is based on blockchain technology and has been around for just about a decade. It's a nascent industry, innovates very fast, natively cross-bordered, and most fully automated. The vision of Rails is that using both unleash the financial race of the future. And get user CBD. Hello, welcome here, and how are you? Okay, and can you be more specific? What exactly is Rails? Okay, sure. Rails is composed of the Rails public chain and Ethereum permissionless layer 1 and Rails privacy high performance institutional blockchain infrastructure that can connect to from Rails private network, a permission blockchain system of connected Rails privacy nodes. Combined, these products satisfy institutional requirements for privacy, scalability, performance, interoperability, governance, and auditability. The Rails public chain and the Rails private network are interoperable. So, for example, a financial institution can tokenize an asset and then transport it to the public chain for distribution, and a DeFi protocol can be created in the public chain and used by the network. Is Rails a novel technology, or are you just using existing tech? Rails has a lot of novel technology, particularly around the private network system, which uses advanced cryptography such as zero knowledge and homomorphic encryption to provide the level of security and consistency that is required. All of these innovations were developed in house by our team of cryptographers and engineers, and most of it is publicly available as scientific papers and poster and also on GitHub. And Spot Koi, thank you so much for joining here, but this is not market analysis live. This is a project uh, which name is RLS. But thank you so much for joining here and for your lovely comment, dear. And how are you? And what is so unique about the Rails private network system? So apart from the unique vision of using Tradify and DeFi, the Rails private network system is the first EVM permission system that can provide privacy, scalability, and interoperability at the same time. And Spot from BD Income Tax channel. Sorry, I didn't understand. What did you say? Okay, so apart from the unique vision of uniting Tradify and DeFi, the Rails private network system is the first EVM permission system that can provide privacy, scalability, and interoperability at the same time. This means that financial institution can create account for their client in total privacy, issue token in total privacy, and even transact with other financial institution in total privacy using the barrel tested ERC token format, ERC20, ERC721, and ERC1155, etc. Why did you choose the EVM standard? EVM, Ethereum Virtual Machine, become a standard for smart contract development. This means that it's easy to find developers who understand it, and it's easy to interoperate with the biggest and the most popular protocols such as Aave and Uniswap, since they use the same standard. And Nazmul Ahmed, welcome here. Are you open source? Yes, Rails is an open source project to start. Not all component will be open source as we perfect and improve the code and its functionality once a component reaches a level of maturity that we deem is safe for others to use and build upon. Then we will make it open source. The global overtime is to have 100% of the Rails component open source. So the global financial system needs a new backbone. Traditional banking infrastructure is outdated and fragmented. Rails exists to bridge the gap between. And Spot, yes sir, I'm from Bangladesh. And Nazmul Ahmed, thank you so much. And decentralized finance by bringing the world's banks and their services on-chain securely, transparently, and efficiently. Our mission to become the best blockchain system for banks, enabling them to tokenize asset, transact cross-border, and build the next generation of financial services. Okay, so what is Rails? Rails is a next generation blockchain platform designed specifically for banks and financial institutions. It combines the robustness of private blockchain infrastructure with the open accessibility of a public blockchain, enabling a fully compliant and scalable transition to digital finance. Why we are different? Built for financial institution. Rails is designed from the group up for financial institutions. We speak the language of banks. We know compliance risks and due diligence. Already used is production by major institutions like Nuslea, and dual blockchain architecture, private chain for regulated operation and enterprises use cases, public chain for open finance and ecosystem growth, segregation and interoperability were one of the very few platforms offering both unique use cases in production tokenized receivables, enabling double digit on-chain yields backed by real-world asset CBDC infrastructure, and partnering with central bank for future cross-border FX network strategic ecosystem vision. RLS token Algin stakeholder for long-term success. And Nazmul Ahmed, hello, welcome here, and how are you? Thank you for joining here, Nazmul Ahmed. Okay, and strategic ecosystem vision number 2, ecosystem first approach. We win by helping our partners. And Nazmul Ahmed, I am also fine, dear. Thank you for your comment. Open to collaboration with DeFi, TradFi, and infrastructure players. So Rails is not just another blockchain. We are building the infrastructure layer for the next century of finance, one that is built for institution, powered by real-world asset, and open to all. So Rails high-level architecture. Rails is made of different components and it was designed to appeal to both regulated financial institutions as well as DeFi users. As we sometimes joke that Rails is like a platypus, it has elements commonly found only in public permissionless chain and other only found in private permission chain. The main component of Rails are Rails public chain and Ethereum layer 1 public permissionless chain, Rails private network, and EVM layer 1 permissioned blockchain with full privacy. Rails privacy node and EVM chain with a protocol to connect the permissioned chain and public chain for financial institution. Rails token, a government and utility token that units the ecosystem. The Rails ecosystem at a glance. The goal of Rails is to create an environment where both the DeFi users and developers and regulated institution can coexist and thrive. For DeFi user and developers, most will use the Rails public chain. It works just like any other public permissionless EVM chain. For institutional users, most will start using the private network but can also use the public chain. The advantage for institutional Rails public chain user is that since it requires KYC, there is much higher level of security and compliance compared to other public chain. And the Rails product is a system of EVM compatible components that enable public and permission blockchain network to connect with privacy, scalability, interoperability, and compliance. Okay, and Rails components. The Rails product includes the protocols, chain tools, and SDKs that power the Rails ecosystem. Component Rails public chain, a public personalized EVM layer 1, a Rails privacy node, an EVM chain node integrated with a highly scalable enterprise database, and a relayer, a private relay tool to pass encrypted messages between a Rails privacy node ledger and the private network hub. Private network hub, the description, and EVM compatible permissioned chain that transfers between Rails privacy nodes within a Rails private network. And Rails for financial institutions. Financial institutions are entities that transact tokenized value with one another. Each financial institution installs and runs its own Rails node, transacting with other via the Rails public chain and Rails subnets. And Rails for DApp developers. DApp developers build EVM compatible decentralized application for use by financial institution and racial users within Rails privacy node, Rails private network, and the Rails public chain. Okay, so Rails for subnet operators. Subnet operators set up and manage their own private network, a fully private, permissioned, and independently governed network for financial institution to transact. So here is viewing your RLS token in your wallet, and wallet interfaces do not automatically detect new ERC20 token. I get user 1829. Hello dear, welcome here. How are you? The relay on token list that must be updated manually by wallet provider because RLS is a newly deployed. I get user, where are you from? The relay on token list that must be updated manually by wallet provider because RLS is a newly deployed ERC20 token. It will not appear by default in MetaMask, Ravi, Ledger, Live, or Tezos Suite, etc. yet. Okay, so how to import RLS into MetaMask step by step. So here is the rules. And get user, are you here? Please check the comment. So here is all the rules for RLS. And the Rails public chain is an EVM computable layer 1 built for institutional adoption without compromising the open principles of DeFi. It connects private financial networks to global liquidity through predictable cost and on-chain privacy designed to satisfy both TradFi compliance and Web3 opens. Rails delivers um, deterministic subsequent finality via the Rails Axel consensus for abstract settlement. And USD based gas fees using the USDR stablecoin ensuring predictable transaction cost. Private transaction with Rails combining zero knowledge proofs and post quantum cryptography for confidential yet auditable transfer in inherited Ethereum security and coring state roots to Ethereum layer 1 for censorship, resistance and recovery. The Rails public chain is the final bridge between private institutional blockchain and the open DeFi ecosystem, providing the speed, privacy, and trust needed to move trillion in financial asset on chain. And building for the Rails public chain. Rails is a public EVM chain built using Wraith, the high performance Ethereum execution client for Paradigm. Rails is 100% EVM computable, meaning by in Ethereum. Okay, and this guide explained to deploy, interact, and build on Rails. Each institution installs a Rails privacy node to independently manage their internal operation and privately transact token with other institution. Okay, think of it like a tokenized core banking system, a ledger, database, and some business logic that can also securely and privately transact with other institutions. It's the best of both worlds where enterprise architecture and privacy makes access to the blockchain rails. And the Rails privacy node is also a safe and private access for institution to our Rails public chain. Our goal is to offer the same seamless experience for user of FLS that use Rails, ensuring they enjoy the same smooth, reliable process and blockchain as the two with traditional finance TradFi. Okay, and we aim to enable financial institution to develop user intent workflows. The user internet workflow refer to the current experience of completing a bank transfer where the user's sole concern is transferring money from point A to point B, and from the user's perspective, the process the bank handle behind the scenes, such as transaction verification and potential delays. are irrelevant and should not disrupt the flow or create. But what exactly is Rails privacy node? A Rails privacy node is scalable. Okay, and what can I do it by integration MongoDB with the Ethereum virtual machine or Rails privacy node allows a financial institution to transfer and exchange token internally between their own Rails privacy node account, e.g. transfer between customer account or cash management between business lines or trading assets. Okay, and view an explorer of all internal and inter-institution transaction data between Rails privacy nodes can only be decrypted by the transacting parties. The data remains fully encrypted and private from all other Rails nodes. And regulated access to benefits tokenized and DeFi institution can use their Rails privacy node. So here, why Rails privacy node? The Rails privacy node is a foundational infrastructure component that enables financial institution to securely change in blockchain-based financial activities while upholding the high standard of privacy control and operational integrity expected in traditional finance. Today, Rails connect institution to a private permission private network where all cross-chain integration and confidential and restricted to select participant. As we expand connectivity to include the public blockchain and ultimately enable interoperability across multiple private network, the race privacy node will be secure gateway that makes this evolution seamless. Okay, and everyone, Yakub 58, Hamid Akan, Cristofero, Muhammad 97. Uh, Thank you for joining here. And how are you all? Let me know. So what it enables, the Rails privacy node is designed to support critical financial use cases such as asset tokenistic like receivable and tokenized deposit. Okay, and with the Rails privacy node, institution can replicate the simplicity of a bank transfer where a user simply wants to move value from point A to point B, while Rails handle the underlying blockchain complexity. This allows financial institutions to offer the seamless, trusted experience of traditional finance on blockchain rails. Why it's different? Unlike many blockchain infrastructure solutions, the Rails privacy node is purpose built for enterprise grade deployment, not simply adapted for them, and receives on the Rails ecosystem. Receivables financing, also known as account receivable financing, is a method by which businesses can unlock working capital by leveraging their outstanding invoices. These receivables may take various forms, including commercial credit and government receivables. Understanding the receivables finance flow, here is the work chart of these receivables financing and key benefit of this. Here is all. And tokenized deposit on the Rails privacy. Tokenized deposit on the Rails ecosystem. A tokenized is a digital a tokenized deposit is a digital representation of value issued by an institution, often designed for consumer use in retail payment, settlement, or incentive schemes within the Rails privacy node. These coins can be securely minted, programmed, and translated either in a private node or across the wider private network institutions. So the Rails privacy node is a high performance. And prerequisites is before installing the Rails privacy node package, ensure you have okay. So here is the some important concept for this token. Rails bring many new possibilities to developers. We are particularly interested in applications that make use of the connection between Rails private network and the Rails public chain. For example, enabling swapping of token privately or liquidity aggregation. We are also interested in applications that explore the fact that all accounts are in the Rails public chain. AMMS without compliance risks, automatic task report. We heard a few ideas, but there is still a bank. Another opportunity is developing DApps for the private networks. This is slightly more complex because private networks are permission, so you will need to work together with private network operator in order be allowed to test and deploy your DApp in a private network, but the benefit might outweigh the effort since you will have access to an exclusive pool of captive institution with a huge amount of client and liquidity. Building for private network, writing application for the Rails private network is similar to any other EVM chain. However, There are several important that we will walk through if the following subsection. In addition to the technical reference in this guide, keep in mind that since private network are permissioned, you will need to have permission from a private network operator before you can deploy any smart contract into a private network. And Rails private network component. Rails private network is comprised of protocols, chain tools, and SDKs. Rails privacy node and EVM chain ledger. In the Rails privacy node integrated with a highly scalable enterprise database. And a private relay tool part of the Rails node that passes encrypted message between a Rails node and a private network hub. And here is Rails relayer. The primary purpose of the Rails relayer is to facilitate secure and efficient communication between a Rails privacy node and a Rails private network hub, ensuring that these transitions are properly validated and executed. By doing so, the relayer helps maintain the privacy and security of transition while enabling seamless interaction between different components of the Rails ecosystem. Okay, and each time a Rails privacy node can connect to a new private network hub, a decide layer installed to private cross-chain communication. And here is the key object of RLS: transition propagation securely and efficiently relay transition between a Rails privacy node and a private network hub. Privacy preservation ensure that all sensitive transition detail remain confidential during the relay process. Consistency and integrity maintain the consistency and integrity of transition crosses all layer of the network. So everyone, thank you so much for joining here and for all of your support. And here I was talking about our Rails and RSL project. And here you can see Rails RLS trading competition, and you have chances to claim up to 260 USDT airdrops per user. Okay, so everyone, that is all about our this token. So, and that was our Rails RLS project, and thank you so much for supporting me and for joining here. So right now I am closing my live stream, and see you tomorrow with my another live. Till then, take care and Allah Hafiz everyone. Bye bye.